Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm Sally and today I've got the introduction for a new project on my channel and I'm quite excited about it. It was inspired by Chic Geek and also Too Much Tash, and it's the 100 Uses project. I get tongue-tied when I'm saying that. The 100 Uses project, and it's where you choose products from your collection that are quite hard to use, and I've chosen 2 blushes and a contour and a cream highlighter, and you use them 100 times and just see how far you get and see whether you hit pan or you use them up or what happens after 100 uses, and then you move on to another product. And I think that's an excellent idea, and I think Too Much Tash has what she calls the 100 Club, where she's got products that she has used 100 times and she's got quite a lot of them in her collection now. So I think that's an excellent idea. So what I've chosen is, last year I, on my own, because I didn't have a YouTube channel then, I used 2 of the blushes, and one of them I managed to use 79 times and the other one 50 times. So I bought those 2 in, and starting from scratch I've taken the totals down to 0 again. So I've got this one, which is an old, very old Avon blush that I've had for years, and because I started this project last month before I decided to film it for my channel, I've actually used this 19 times. So I am going to count those because they're from this year, so I'm going to count those uses towards my 100. But this blush doesn't look used, and yet it had 79 uses last year plus the 19 from this year, and yet you wouldn't think it had been touched. It's incredible. But I think because I take my brush straight across the pan all the way across, backwards and forwards, I think it gets even wear, and so it's wearing down straight across rather than in one area and not the rest, if that makes sense. So it's not showing the wear because it's all over, if that makes sense. I don't know, but there's 6 grams in here, so I'm just hoping that eventually I'll hit pan all over and it'll be gone. But I've had it for years, but we'll see what 100 uses can do on it. So that's the first product. The next one is the other blush that I worked on last year, which is the Benefit, what's it called, Sugar Bomb blush. This is huge. This is 12 grams, so it's double the size of that Avon one. Now I did use this last year too, and this had 50 uses last year, and again I've used it 19 times this year. This one has a dip in the top because I use the same sort of angled blush brush on here, and I think the point of it makes a dip at the top of this as I put it in and sort of swirl it around a bit. But I don't think I'm anywhere near hitting pan at all, because with 12 grams in here, it's huge, this blush. Absolutely huge, because it's not a big pan, so it must be deep. Must be really deep. I've no idea. Does anyone know how deep these are, these box blushes? I've never panned one before at all. So we'll see. But it's had 19 uses so far, and I'll put photos and weights at the end of this video. The next product is the number 17 Define and Conquer Contour Kit. Now that's difficult to say. It's almost as bad as the Colourpop Super Shock Shadows, which I can never say. It's 2 pans. They're 4 grams each. Now I don't use them separately. I use them together. I sort of take my brush backwards and forwards across them both. And I thought I wasn't making any progress with this. I've been using this lots of times. I think I've used it sort of 40 odd times last year and 17 times this year. Not quite as much as the blushes, but not far off. And I really thought I hadn't made any progress, but when I brought it out to film and I had a look at it, I can actually see some ridges, particularly in the darker shade. So I'm wondering if they're ridges in the pan. I don't know. I have no experience of hitting pan. I've only hit pan in one eyeshadow, and it was a round pan and it was smooth at the bottom, so I have no idea if that's what this would be. So if anyone can give me any advice, I would be very grateful. but I'll try and get a picture to see if you can see it too, but I can definitely see some ridges in the darker shade of that one. So the last product I've got is the Revolution Cream Highlight in Monumental, which is a very strange product, and it seems to have got some sort of skin over the top of it. I know that sounds horrible, but it's like hard pan in a powder shadow. If you touch it, there's no real product on your finger. It's not picking up as well as it would normally. So I don't know whether to take that bit out or leave it in, because obviously if I take it out I'm going to be losing quite a bit of product, or because normally if you had hard pan you'd scrape it off and you'd lose that little bit of shadow, but with this you'd lose quite a bit if you take that out. So I think I'll work around it for the time being, but if it becomes really troublesome I might have to take it out. So we'll leave it for now and see how we get on. As of the moment I've used this 18 times, so I'll carry on and see how we get on. So the plan for these 4 products is to keep using them. I am going to update this project every other month, not every month, because they're such slow moving products that I think you won't see enough change in a month, but you'll see enough to warrant a new film, a new video after 2 months. So that's what I thought I would do, and I may see if I can find another project to do that can update on the other alternate month, if that makes sense. So every other month will work quite nicely then. So yeah, that's what I'm planning to do, and hopefully we can see some noticeable change. So I'll see you in April. Goodness me, that sounds such a long way through, doesn't it? 1/3 of the way through the year. So take care and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.